Okay, I got some messages for Prince Harry at your request. Let's start. Anger, frustration, stubborn. If you really want to know what's going on with Harry, he's just fighting with his family. He's fighting with his family. He's trying to find an identity for himself. I do know that he's older, but he's still trying to find his identity and build himself up and become the man that he wants to be. It feels like the older, the son that lives at home in the basement that's still fighting with mom or dad or grandma. That's how it feels. Still fighting for his identity. And I believe he's going to get there too. Um, he wants us to know that he's not doing what we say. He looks at the world as one big whole. I'm not doing what you want, and I'm not moving forward on what you think I should be and I should do. He is fighting against imaginary things as well because he believes that we want him to be something or do something, and he's fighting against that. He's putting a stance out. He's not moving forward in any direction the world wants him to go in. He is going to do the opposite in some kind of way. He don't even care about what we think when it comes to his living lifestyle, his who he is, who he stands for. He's strong. He's a rebel. But as strong as he is, he doesn't break the bondage. And that's probably because of money and status and power and connection and history. He just feels obligated. But he's very strong, but he doesn't stop the madness. He doesn't put an end to it. So he wants us to know that he's not going to do what he say, and he's not moving in a direction that we want him to go in. And he can't if he wanted to. There's a restriction right here for him to be who he want to be and do what he want to do. Something that is not being said or talked about. There's a certain reason why he can't be free. He knows it. I don't know what it is. He knows it. He's trying to break patterns. He's trying to break cycle. He is on a stance to break this family in half or break away from it. Overall, comes to his life messages. He doesn't believe that this is a life for him. He doesn't believe his life should have went like this. He's got a lot of regret, of course. He has a lot of just a lack of understanding. It's kind of like, why God? Why my life? And he feels so abandoned, even though that there's many people around him. Even his wife around him, he still feels abandoned and in solitude and lost, and he feel like he's not in his own skin. He feel like he's not living the life he's supposed to live, and just because everybody else lived this life, he doesn't believe that he's supposed to live it. So he's still fighting for identity, still fighting to be heard, still trying to hear his own voice. He want to create what he believes is destined for him. He's looking and hoping and praying that he can create what his soul desires. And actually, all he desires is to be free. He just wants to be free. He's disappointed that he can't live a life of freedom. He believes that his soul journey is to be free and powerful and stand for what's right and not fall into the cliques and the cliches. And he don't want I just heard razzle dazzle. He don't want the razzle dazzle. He don't want that. That's what's in his soul. That's what he desires to do. He know exactly what he wants. He dreams about how his life should be and could be and will be. And he believes he's going to get that victory. And I do say he believes, because I don't know if I believe it. I don't know. It's not about me. He believes he's going to get that victory. He believes he's going to get the justice. He feel like something is owed to him, and that is release me. Like, you guys owe me the release. You owe me. He feels like we should pardon him. He feels like because of what he went through in his life and as a child, that he should be pardoned. He feels like he should have some type of justice, and it stresses him out that people treat him the way they do, based off on the way he lived. He went through more things than just his mom dying. It's a lot of turmoil, a lot of twists and turns, and fake guardians around him, and he lives this military type childhood. He wants his mom to get justice. It feels like he want to do something for her. He want to build something. He want to do something. He wants to do something with her image. He want to honor her in some kind of way. And he want everybody to respect it. And he will get victory in that. That I did feel. Yeah. But he has already made some decisions on how to get it done. He's made a choice inside of himself and his soul on what he really wants. He's trying to create that. He's having some difficulties. He takes actions to try to make this legacy and new life happen. Then he walk away from it because of the pressure that it takes. It's almost like a dog on a long, long leash. And I'm talking about a real, real long one that he doesn't even know it exists. The leash is so long that I don't even think he knows it's on him. But when he gets so far, he yanks him right back. Something keeps yanking him back. He goes so far, and then he gets this restriction. Every time he moves, he goes a long, long distance and then restricted. And that makes him lose his strength. See, that's what I was saying. Strong, rebel, fierce, powerful. So much power. Stubborn. Got enough anger to break any chain that's on him. But yet, he won't break it. It's something that happens when he goes so far. And then he loses his strength. And then he found up another plan. He tried to create another plan so that it can work again, but he has no success. He's trying to break this chain off his neck. That chain is very, very long. But every time he gets to a certain point and it snatches him back, it shocks him every single time. This is I just see rats in a laboratory. They trained him so well that they know how to alert him and bring him right back in the fold. Will he break away? Not yet. What's next for him? The same thing that we're talking about. It's a repeated cycle of trying to release these bondages that he hates. But he's so connected to it that he will rest. So that's basically telling me, going forward, I'm going to keep trying to fight these bondages. I'm going to keep trying to break away from this chain, this leash. But I find myself connected back to it. And then I give up and I sit in the rest. And then I feel like he's going to do the same thing again. He's going to keep trying to break bondages that he's connected to. He gets so tired and gets so weary of fighting. And he just take a rest. And life is unstable at that point. He needs more time. He needs more time to figure out how to get out the box. Need more time. I don't see no tools either for him to get out. I don't even see help around him. I don't see people that supports him and trying to get out. I don't see an advisor. I don't see a helper. I don't see anyone that he can go to for help. Maybe there's Libra he can go to for help. And I know you wondering, like, what about his wife? She Okay, so the wife desires what he desire, but they have the same desire to get out, to make change, to get out, to fight against. That's the same agenda. They have that both. But she doesn't support his method. She said, I don't care about none of that. Let's just go. And he wants to get out with a smooth method. It's a method that he's trying to take. So he doesn't have any help on the way he's trying to do it. Only person I see here that could be some help is this Libra. But I really feel like that's the spirit of his mom. Every time I look at it, it's like his mom is his guardian angel and she is his help, feels like. I don't know. He looked to her for help, maybe, or something like that. But I don't see anybody else supporting his method of breaking these ties. Not even his wife. The way that she has it set is to just break it. No type of plan, no blueprint. But she don't understand that this is also his blood. And this is also his legacy. And it's more serious to him on that point than it is to her. She just want to cut the string. Not even thinking about who else gets cut or falls. And he just want to change them. And that's why he can't get out of it. He better off freeing himself. So we don't know the heavy pressure on this side. Spiritually, it's not happening. So why it's not happening spiritually? Why I don't see an escape for him spiritually? I just see a maze. Just a maze going around. With no outlet. Because he has to create it. It wasn't built for him to escape. It was built for him to be closed in. So if there's a door to get out, it would have to be one he creates. And he hasn't figured that out yet. Alrighty. So this is what I have for him. If anybody got anybody else you would like for me to do, just post it. Just comment. And I'll get it up here as soon as possible. Okay, thank you. And thank you for your request. Bye-bye.